Hey you guys, so I've been under a lot of stress this past week and I did not complete everything I set out for. So, like usual, I'm going to start with what my goals were. I was going to, on the angel blanket, on my angel blanket, the blue one, I was going to add the next color for my brother's blanket. I was going to finish the second color. And when it came down to my hats, I was going to make 7 hats. That was my goal this week. Let's see what I got. I'm going to start with the hats because it was the last thing I mentioned. I finished 2 hats. This is a double crocheted hat using whatever this colorway is in Red Heart, I think. Pretty sure this is a Red Heart yarn. Feels like it's Red Heart at least. And I finished this, which is, I think I have the tag for it right here. Yeah, this is a Lion brand yarn of some sort. The color is Salmon Creek. I just need to cut the little tail off it and the one that's on the inside. But those are the only 2 hats out of the 7 that I completed. So I have 10 for next week. Great. Let's move on to this one. When it comes down to the demon blanket, or as it's being called right now, the brother's blanket, I guess, because it starts with brother at the top. I went from that blue stitch marker, so back up here, to the end of this. And for each color, I'm doing 20 rows. So I finish off the 20 rows of the red. Now to the biggest disappointment of my week, which surprisingly is not the hats. I have still not clipped the ends out of the word angel. And, as I'm sure you could tell from that, I also barely have started the second color. When I showed it to you guys last, I had just finished off this blue-red mixture, and I've just started this blue and gray mixture. I started that today while I was waiting to start work. I'm disappointed in myself. But that's where I'm at on this one. And those were the only projects I really had. I did order something about 2 months, I think, ago. I think it was about 2 months ago. And it was this yarn, which I'm not sure how lovely it's going to show up. I mentioned that I wanted a red, white, and blue yarn for the angel blanket to symbolize Samandriel, my favorite angel, because you can't find a yarn in the colorway of him. And the main things that you see on him are red and white for the place he works. Like the place the human worked. And then the blue because angel. And I think of blues when I think of angels. So this is the best I could do. It is... Oh... It's Cold Blood, I think is what it's called. And it's 70% superwash, 20% bamboo, and 10% nylon. So, I think it's a nice looking yarn, and I think it'll do perfect for what I want it to do. I bought 2 skeins of it. I should probably explain that after finishing the red, I had this much red left over, and I only had the 1 skein. Or the 1 hank. I didn't need 2 of these. for this project. I do have another project in mind that will use up whatever is left of the supernatural yarns, and we'll use up the second skein of this and probably about half of the first. But they're really nice, and I keep playing with them because I really like the color. And the camera, from what I can tell, is picking up the color perfect, which is very rare for my camera. Oh. Also, you can probably hear the TV in the background. Hold up. What else was there? I think that's it for this week. Okay, so moving on to my upcoming week's plan. I am going to put this blanket aside. I'm not going to work on this week. I'm going to put it off to the side, let it sit, let it collect dust for a week. It's fine. Just because I clearly cannot focus on both blankets and hats and everything all at once. So I'm going to take this, put it aside. When it comes to hats, my goal is to make 10 hats. Now, that's ridiculous. I know. I'm going to start by trying to make the 5. The 5 that I didn't get this week. And if I have extra time, I will go for next week's 5. If at the end of the year I'm short 5 hats, I'm short 5 hats. That will be fine. My goal is to get those 5 that were due this week done, then start work on the other ones. With the goal of 10 by next week still being what I mark as my goal, but not being as hard of a goal as I've been trying to make them. If I get through 5, I'm going to be happy with myself. Okay. My biggest struggle, the thing I hate the most, but I love the idea of it. The angel blanket. The word angel looks off-center to me, which makes me sad, and I think that's why I don't focus on this blanket as much. Because even when I fold it, I'm folding right before the L when I fold it in half. It is actually off-center. But I'm not going to tear it out. I just want you to know I am aware that when I hold this up, it looks stupid. I am aware. I'm not going to tear it out. I think that it being off-center makes it just that much more me. My goal this week for it is to finally cut these damn ends. They're horrible. There's only the few of them that hang off every letter. There's one off every letter, so there's only 5 of them. It's not going to kill me to get rid of. Goal number 2 with this blanket is going to be to finish using the second color, which is this one, which is the colorway Castiel. The goal is to get through my 20 rows of Castiel. And when it comes to the blankets, it is going to be to cast on the first row with both of them, even though I said I'd set the green and red one off to the side, is to cast on their next colors. Which in the case of this, I don't have the next color picked. It'll be a Dean color, but it's not going to be the color Dean. Because I started with that. And I think this is I Lost My Shoe. No. Maybe the color I used was I Lost My Shoe? Yeah, no. The color I already used was I Lost My Shoe, so I'm not really sure what this colorway is. I know this is a Sam colorway, though. And I will be using this. If you want to know what this one is, you're going to have to go back to my first video where I kind of laid out what all the yarns were. But I'm thinking the next color in this one will be this, so I'm going to try and get a row of this on. And my next color in this will be one of the multiple Dean colorways that I have. Other than that, I think I'm done. So I'll check in with you guys next week. Bye.